Yup, I'm here. Hey, man. I talked to Tio yesterday. He told me Barbosa or Hitchens. Seems as if it is Barbosa. Whew. I got a fucking cold, man. It's a weird fucking cold. Shit got me drained. What's up, Dwayne? Third cold this season. Third one. Nightmare fucking winter this has been. He's gonna fuck Barbosa up. He don't want to fight Hitchens. I mean, I don't know who got me sick. The kids aren't sick. It's just me. My son feels a little like me and my son have it, I guess. It's weird. It's like I get a little stuffy at night. I feel kind of shitty, but it's like kind of not really there, but it's there. Like I just recorded one of my videos and, I get like all passionate and it drained me. Like I felt like I went a few rounds on the bag. I was like, whew. I got a cough. Hate this crap. Yeah, man. I hate being sick. Times Square about to be lit. Yeah, maybe they'll let me in, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll let me in. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be there tomorrow. Kenny said he can't get me a ticket. He said they're just being real strict with everything. Whatever. I was talking stylistically. All right. How we doing, though? I just did a video. I'm going to drop it of De La Hoya versus Arturo Gatti. What a vicious, merciless beating that was. That version of De La Hoya possibly beats any welterweight in history. That version of De La Hoya could maybe beat Floyd, could maybe beat Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, that version was wild. I would still lean towards Floyd and Sugar Ray Leonard, but he's in the hat, man. He is in the hat. I don't know. Hoops, you got to show me videos of you fighting. I don't know what the fuck you look like. You know what I'm saying? My phone is paid off. Fuck you. My phone's like mad. Just got a text from AT&T being like, good news, your phone is paid off. Yeah, I need a new phone. I mean, I don't need it. This one's fine. But definitely need a new computer. This shit's from 2019. Like, it actually works fine. But the camera, I had to upgrade to this 4K camera because the camera built in. Let me show you how shitty. This is a 2019. This was top of the line in 2019. Look how shitty this camera looked. This is what my internal camera would look like. Look at that. This is what I would be coming at you guys with if I was using the camera that's built into this computer. Can you believe? It looks like I'm in the Blair Witch Project. All right, let me get back to. Look at the difference. Crisp and clean with no caffeine. Technology, right? Yeah. Well, and you know what's funny? 6 years to me is nothing because I'm so much older than you. But I remember being your age and like 6 years. I remember talking to one of my boys, my boy Dave, who we known each other since 4th grade, right? And we were talking when we were like in college or whatever. And we were like, yo, I've known you for 10 years. To me, 10 years seemed like a fucking lifetime when I was your age, Eon. So I remember that. But now, 10 years ain't shit. My son's 11. Like, I remember, you know what I mean? That's the 10 years is, yeah. So it's all relative as you get older. I'm born in 76. I'm older than you. Not by much, CJ, but can't wait to go back to NYCMA. They better have. Are you going to be there? I mean, I'll be there. Shamar, Rashawn, Shalom. What up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? You guys still think 10 years ago, like 2010? Almost. 2014, 2015. Jesus. That's wild. My daughter was born in 2016. A little baby cake. If I could score a ticket, I think I'll be approved for that. Because it looks like Tank is just the one who is just like literally shutting down all approvals and didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't want media really there. What's up, Oval? Old head said 10 years ain't nothing. It's not. You'll see. You'll be there. You'll be there. I like the setup, my guy. All right. Oh, you never seen this before? What's going on? The critical mindset. The Tommy Morrison that beat Razor Ruddock. Could he a world champion contender today? Well, Razor Ruddock never became a world champion, Mr. Mindset. He never won a world title. He don't even know if he fought for one, as a matter of fact. The fight against Tyson and Lewis, they both weren't champions at the time. Razor Ruddock today would have been, because the heavyweights today are hot, baked garbage. You know what I mean? Like Usyk's dope, but like I think Razor Ruddock beats Dubois, Parker, Tommy Morrison too. Yeah, the answer is yes. He'd be the great white hype today. Appreciate you, Dwayne. Yeah, it was never. Yeah, just never commented on it. Razor was really good. No title though. Nope. Why back then was it so hard to get a shot at the title? I don't know. There was only 3 of them for starters. So that's one less than now. Now you got 4. And then you got more than 4, actually. Excuse me. Because you got the Reggies, the interim, in reset. You got all these fucking belts now. Roddick fought Tyson twice, though. I think the second was for a title. No, neither were for a title. They fought back-to-back. I know that 100%. Roddick was Tyson's, I believe, last fight before he went to prison. And he did not have the belt. He didn't win the belt back till he got back out of prison. So Mike was not a champion from 1990. He fought Roddick in like 92 until 95 or whatever it is he got out of prison. I think it took Hagler 50 fights to get a shot at the title. Well, nobody wanted to fight him. Look at Winky Wright. Winky Wright might have been more. Yeah, Winky Wright, man. It's cold down here. Winky Wright, not until Shane Mosley gave him like gave him a shot. Winky Wright was all in Europe. He was he had to fight in Europe. Nobody wanted to fight him because he was unknown, super difficult, southpaw. And then he beats Sugar Shane Mosley, and boom, fucks up Shane, beat the shit out of Tito Trinidad. Like Winky Wright beat the fuck out of all the welterweights of his time. The thing is, I don't think he was a natural welterweight. He caught them up at 54. How good was Sweet Pea? One of the best ever. I think an in-prime Sweet Pea probably beats Floyd, probably beats everybody. Maybe not Sugar Ray Leonard, but that's maybe it. The mob blackballed him? Maybe. Why not? Why wouldn't David Tua catch wreck today? Do I think the 70s was the best era? No. It's hard to say. You had Ali, Frazier, Foreman. Some might say Ken Norton. I think the 90s was better. Lennox, Razor. Now, 90s is the best. Lennox, Razor, Tyson, Bo, Evander, Morrison, you want to throw him in. An old Larry Holmes was beating everybody except the top guys. 90s. Had to be 90s. 90s had the best fighters in general. Because you had Roy, you had Purnell, you had Oscar, you had a young Floyd who was catching mad wreck in the 90s. He doesn't beat Sugar, and he didn't beat Oscar. That's arguable that he beat Oscar. I'm not, but that was an older version of Purnell, like Purnell 5, 6, 7 years younger than that. I don't think so, CJ. Tua had an uncanny ability to get inside. What's up, Teach? I thought Wrecking Ball meant someone that kicks ass. Wrecking Ball is just somebody who comes forward and just keep. Wrecking Ball to me is somebody who keeps coming forward and just knocks shit over, knocks shit down. That's a Wrecking Ball to me. But that's just me. All right, what else we got? What else we got? Is Ness still alive? Because that might be affecting my. Let's see. I mean, if it is, it is. No, he's not. Oh, you got a lot of people watching the weigh-in. Did Tank weigh in yet? Never backs down. Yeah, Wrecking Ball never backs down. Did Tank weigh in yet? Do you guys know? Marco, Juicy Parker, Peter Berg. Yeah, I was on Nessa's show when he played it. He said, yeah, I believe it. David Benavidez is going to end up being one of the best fighters of this generation. I'm telling you. Tank weighed at 133. Damn. 2 pounds off. No problem. What did Roach weigh in at? What do you mean we didn't know? Of course I knew. Here's the thing with him, though, Rob. He's trolling, but he's not. So, like, he always trolls, but he has an agenda. Ness wants to make boxing always look super exciting because that's his moneymaker. And it's a sport he loves. So he won't make any fight garbage. He wants all of you watching so he can go live and cover it and everybody makes money and everybody's happy. That's why. And I've seen that in him. Anytime you break down any kind of a fight, or even Jake Paul, who would just bring an extra layer and more content, if that's broken down, he opposes it. So it's smart. He's trying to keep the brand of boxing, which is his brand, viable. Marco, what's up, brother? Next big fight you're interested in? I don't even know, man. Give me some. I don't know. I hear it's awful odds. Like I hear it's astronomical. What points was he making that are good? Give me one. Give me 1 point that he made that was good. His point was Tank said that Roach is A+, so he is. That's the only point he made. Well, Tank said it. Yeah, he's promoting a fight. What was Tyson versus Douglas? It was 42-1, but what is that in this whole plus 3,000 shit? Because you guys now, back when I was watching in the 90s, it would never be 3,100 plus. It would be 29-1, 10-1. It would be like ratios. Now it's money lines. So what would 42-1 be? And could somebody Google that for me right now, please? One of you guys are all smart. Could somebody Google right now, what would 42-1 be in today's terms of money line? So let's see. People are trying to say Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson would be similar to Tank Roach. I don't think it's anywhere near that. Tank keeps getting more and more popular despite not fighting the competition that hardcores want. What's up? I'm still in that fight on Saturday. Shit. They didn't approve me. They didn't approve a lot of people. So there's still a slight chance I'm going to go. I got a couple people that might have tickets, but I just refuse to buy a ticket. Not that I can't afford it, although I don't want to spend the money, but because times are tough, but I just, out of ego, I'd rather go live with you guys because I don't, or maybe with Ness. I don't know if he's even going live. I'll do my own stream. Now, in the past, my live fight streams haven't done well, but we have climbed into a new realm over the last month or so with all, my lives. 4,200 to win 100. That's what that would be. So give me, it's plus 4,200 plus 100. Okay. So exactly. So the Mike Tyson fight was double the odds of this. It's nowhere near it. Exactly. Nowhere near it. There's literally almost double of what Tank versus. So let's stop saying this is Tyson Douglas because it's not. Now Ness says shit like that because again, he wants to make everything right now as big as it is, and he might really believe it for all I know. I don't know. He's not he doesn't. It's weird. Even though he's my age, he doesn't really remember a lot of the living through what Mike Tyson was in the 80s. I mean, he's what is he, 3-4 years younger than me, which makes a difference. When Tyson lost, I was 13. This kid was 9, Ness. So like the way you perceive something at 9 and 13 are totally different. So he just doesn't understand. That fight will not sell out. So many tickets available. Yeah, but they're expensive. I thought about buying one. I'm like, I could get a nosebleed. I'm not really going to watch it there. I'm just going to walk around, network. People know me. You know what I mean? I thought about it, but I'm like, something about my ego is telling me I don't want to do it. I got Ryo, Sandor decision. Ness wants to make it big, but he also hates Tank fans and was trolling. I mean, I don't know, man. Hating fans to me is goofy. This whole tribalism we have is goofy. Crypto Gregor? Wait, Crypto Egregor. That's a fucking mouthful, man. What's up? Welcome, though. Stop hating, yo daddy. What seats you selling? You tell him, Crypto. You tell him. You tell him, Crypto. What seats you selling? What seats you selling? Crypto, you come in here. You know what you do? You tell them if they keep fucking with you, you tell them.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
So you tell them, Crypto. Fuck that shit. What's up, Boxing Truth Serum? What's cracking? Appreciate you, man. I'm trying to make that legendary money. Yeah, Rob loves those old school here, Rob. Rob, this is just for you because I saw that picture of you finally, how you were dressed, and this is definitely for you. The clothes the ensemble you put together. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. I'm just playing. I didn't see any picture of Rob, but Rob loves hearing that sound effect for some reason. So there it is. See, loves it. Rob, let me ask you a question on the real. Do you like literally laugh out loud when you hear that, or it's just like a little chuckle inside? Rob went 2D. Nah, he didn't. I wanted to set up a way to play the sound effect for him because if I just played it, people would be like, "Why are you playing?" Dropping my kids off at grandma's this weekend. Me and wifey gonna be alone. I'm gonna maybe see a movie tonight. Come back, early movie, come back, go live with you guys. And then tomorrow we'll do an afternoon live. And I'll probably, unless I go to the fight, which I'm still waiting on, it's possible. I'll know by tomorrow if I'm going. Favorite food? Nah. Now, ever since I had my stomach problem, like years ago, I had a little health issue. I just eat vegetables mostly and fruit. I don't really fuck with red meat that much. I eat a lot of chicken and I'll eat fish, but red meat it makes me feel heavy. There's always available seats, but Tank nonetheless usually sells out. Nah, there is, but like my ego won't let me drop the 240 or whatever it is, 250 for a nosebleed just to get in the door. Once I get in the door, I could be chilling with people. Like I could, you know what I mean? That's not a problem. But I just, my ego won't let me do it. Am I watching Border Wars? Probably not. No disrespect to Ness or Border Wars, but I need you to get those tickets. Superman. You not getting them. You live right there too. You're not getting them. Why don't you get them? Yeah, see? My ego won't let me, man. My ego won't let me. Maybe that's bad. Maybe I should be there. What do you guys think? Should I be there? Should I just do it? Should I buy a ticket, get a cheap one? I don't know if I could do it. My ego won't let me do it. Shout out to Porno Stash. Word up. Nosebleeds ain't. No, it's not. I wouldn't watch it from there, though. That's completely disrespectful. What is? Haha, you got to watch. What's disrespectful? What are you guys talking about? Haha, you got to watch Border Wars. I don't got to do shit but stay white and die. Remember back in the day when people would say that? Like, I got to do shit but stay black and die. So I just flipped it and said stay white, which makes me sound like a fucking supremacist right now, right? So let me hit myself with the.
Oh, that's racist.
Salute. What up, John? Yeah, just spend the money. Tell yourself it's. I don't know, man. I don't want to watch a fight in nosebleeds either, to be honest with you. And I might not, but I don't like count. Like I might go be able to sit with people I know, but I don't really want to bet on that. You got to party with your boys. Yeah, the fight's at night, Superman. Don't bullshit. The shit's at night. Late, too. You know the main event doesn't go on until like midnight. I don't want to hear that shit. See, you just don't want to go. Or you don't want to spend the money, which I'm with you. No criticism. I'm with you. Superman, you ever been to those Barclay fights with Tank? Those shits are like a different level of ratchet. Last time I went, you had girls wearing literally saran wrap, just titties and ass cheeks, like covered by saran wrap. And look, I like looking at women too, but at a certain point, it's like, damn, leave something to the imagination. Shit was ratchet. Dudes smoke like I was inhaling cigars and weed everywhere. They weren't stopping any. Like, I don't smoke weed and I hate fucking the smell of cigars. I don't need them up my nose hole every 2 seconds. And I had good seats one of the times I went. Dudes were coming down, standing. As soon as the main event starts, I'm like front row. This is when I got a press pass, right? And dudes were just coming down, standing in front of you. And the fucking security took it was like 30 minutes before they removed them. So I'm missing 30 minutes of the fight because security, it was just a fucking mess. MSG doesn't do it like that. So I don't know if it'll be the same thing at this fight, but that's another reason why I'm like, eh. That's what I'm saying, Superman. Appreciate you. I mean, we'll see. We know you a cracker. I am. Saltine, baby. Tank fights for the vibe, the energy, not for watching the fight. That's true too. Like for me, it's about being out there, seeing for me, it's dope. It's a networking thing. Like a lot of people recognize me. It's dope. I love feeling the love from the people who like my work and stuff. So that's a part of it. But I don't know, man. I don't think. What up, G-Vaughn? Tyson Douglas was for undisputed. That's why I don't think G-Vaughn. I don't think it mattered. I disagree, G-Vaughn. It didn't matter that it was undisputed. See, this is something I want you guys to understand. The belts don't matter. Who has the belt matters. It's because it was Tyson, not because he was undisputed. I'm telling you, it's because it was Tyson. And those with the high level eye after the Bruno fight started to see chinks in the armor. Best seat is at home. Yeah, and you know what? I'd rather make money going live, doing a live, making a little cheese with you guys than spending cheese and fucking squinting with my shit gushing blood trying to see what's going on down there. You might have to get a ticket. You don't live anywhere near New York, right? NPO? I'm in the area, but I'm busy. Plus, I think better viewing. It is. I only go when I get the media pass. I would have been today, the weigh-ins are dope. Weigh-ins bring out all the celebrities and when I went to the weigh-in for Rolly and for Ryan and Haney, that was dope. I met mad people, Sean Porter, mad people came up to me. Yo, I like your videos. You start networking with people. The weigh-in is fun. The press conference, not so much. The weigh-in is dope. I would have been there. And that, and when you get approved, usually you get passes for all the press stuff and the fight. So I would have been, you know what I mean? I would have been coming ever. I thought I was a shoo-in for this. I can't believe they didn't approve me for nothing. Nothing. Sometimes they'll approve dudes for presses, but not the fight. I didn't get either. This is a pro titties out stream. Okay. I reserve special night for events when I'm getting paid, etc. I can bring a little guy with me. All right. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound like good time at all, especially when everyone's yeah, man. Shit's whack. Buster Douglas situation was spiritual. Hell, it was a lot. That shows how mental boxing is. Buster was not going to be denied that night. That version of Buster possibly beats anybody. Maybe not like a Lennox, somebody who could outbox, but don't forget, Buster is 6'4". That motherfucker's only an inch shorter than Lennox. So Lennox would have had a hard time outboxing him too. And using Lennox might not even have the reach on him. You know, some dudes, that version of Buster is hard to beat by any man in history. Am I going to buy it or steal it? Come on, man. I don't steal. Appreciate the shout out to the chat family while you was on the phone yesterday. Huh? What happened? What happened yesterday? What'd I do? Yeah, Brooklyn, like, oh, you're in, I forgot. My man. I didn't know that. Shit. MPO. That just gave you gold star in my mind. The Haney card. Yeah, but that's going to be like, so you're from New York, so you probably never went to Times Square during New York City during New Year's because we don't do that shit as New Yorkers. But it's gonna remind me of that, and if I don't get, I'm not doing that unless I get a press pass or some kind of like VIP entrance. I'm not just gonna stand there. Fuck that. Buster Rhymes could have beat Buster Douglas on a regular night. Damn. That way, does T.O. beat Arnold? Yeah, T.O. fucks Barbosa up. $80 cherry. He's talking about you were talking to Tone. Oh, yeah. I didn't know if that was going to bore you guys because usually I've noticed you guys like when I interact with you more. Sometimes when I have a guest on or I let people call in, the viewership starts dropping. I'm making this the voice, but remember, guys, when we start getting 200-300 in here, I'm not going to be able to read everybody's shit, so it's going to have to just be super chats. Let's see the receipts of what I'm going to pull up with a diaper on. I didn't get that. Marco Buster was motivated behind his mom's passing. Yeah. I was hanging out with Mike a week before the fight at a club. Oh shit, were you really? You got to give us a little background. Truth. First off, how old are you? Are you a fighter? Did you know him? Was it just a random you bumped into him? What club? Just sum it up. And how was he? How'd he seem? Was he partying? Like he didn't give a fuck? Tone is funny as hell. You so good. Thank you. Yeah, me and Tone have good energy, actually. Good bounce off each other. Let's get some picks in. I mean, okay. I know Ness tried to blow up the rest of that card, but besides Russell and Rayo, I don't know any of those other motherfuckers. Yeah, first off, good to see you, E-Rock, as usual. And yes, boxing truths like an unlocked character. Z Pacino on some fucking gangster shit. I like it. Do you know how many actual cherries I can buy with $80? Yeah, it's pricey. It's pricey. It's pricey. But you know, I do, if you could afford it, I do think you should buy it. You know, those who can't afford it and really can't afford it, not dudes who are just cheap. You know, I get it because times are rough. But if you could afford it, you should buy it. Stand outside. Yeah, fuck that. Buster Douglas had been sick before the fight and was on penicillin, so it wasn't even 100%. But his punching, he didn't look like he was sick, but okay. Don't sleep on Sandra Martin for the upset. Okay. TiVo Jr., what up? Are you going to the Ryan versus Rolly fight? Probably. Look, I grew up literally 8-minute walk from Times Square. That's where I grew up. I could walk there. Well, maybe not 8 minutes. Let's see. One, two, nah, okay, I'm bugging out. 8 minutes. I'm on 50th and 11th. That's 40 seconds. That's 8. 15-minute walk. I grew up a 15-minute walk from Times Square. So, I might just go to the old hood. I might pop through just for a little bit, especially if the weather's nice. But I don't know if I'm not approved media wise. I'll maybe, I'm not gonna. I'm too old, man. I'm too old. That's like akin to me going to a club right now and waiting on a fucking line outside in the cold to get into a club. Nah, those days are over. Marco, don't support the scam. It's not as bad as NFT, right? I don't know what scam you're talking about. Yeah, Bacoli can't fight. And that's, guys, that's commonplace. When you get knocked out, there's an automatic suspension for medical safety reasons. It is free. That's what they say. But that means it's going to be even more of a fucking nightmare. You know what I'm saying? That means it's going to be even more annoying. Tons of people, crowded. Anything that's free a lot of times brings like ratchet shit. And Times Square, in general, you already got the annoying fucking tourists who are just annoying as shit. Nah, I'm not into that. I'm probably not going to go unless I get some kind of I get to go in and go ringside, like some preferential something press shit. Yeah, it is. It is. It's also extremely expensive now. Yeah, I'm pulling for Sandor, but he's broken too many balls here in the years past. Probably a draw. Yo, what up, Arliss? Yeah, they fight for Jordans and NY. Exactly. Now, to be fair, though, Jordans are way more popular than boxing. But, boxing fans also tend to be a little rough around the edges, at least in New York City. You know what I'm saying? There's always fights breaking out. Like, I don't know if it's like that in other arenas, because I haven't been to that many outside. That probably is. What's up there, Armor Pilates? Did you do your Pilates? Mark, are you having people on the panel? I don't know. I feel like people get bored when I do that. Most of the Tank's pay-per-view sales come from the prison population. That is...
Oh, that's racist.
I'm not touching that one. I may stop by. Yeah, exactly. I may stop by too, but I went to Times Square last year just for like an event. The guy John Scully does this like every year. He gets a lot of old school fighters together. We like chill, have a lunch, and just going there is so annoying. And that wasn't even like it was just normal Times Square day, and it was so fucking annoying. You fucking hype beasts ruin tennis shoes with what? It may be like waiting to get into a... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing that. Like, those days are far over for me. Open up the panel. Who else wants me to open up the panel? Who does? Tank? One thing I learned about being in gyms my whole life and fighting a lot of people, tattoos, the way people look, all that shit means nothing. You know me, guys, asses I have pounded out. You know me, dudes, asses I have pounded. Hold on, I gotta find out. Rudy! Yeah, I know that came out horrible. So I just rolled with it though. Who were tatted up, it looked fucking teardrop, all that shit. Well, that means nothing. You know how many dudes with fucking way bigger muscles than me I fucked up, dropped to the face and the body? You know how many? A lot. That shit means nothing. Nothing. Matter of fact, the guys who usually talk the most, what the fuck, we're in your face, like bark, what the fuck? They can't fight. Or they're scared. Pause. Okay. I just rolled with that. I was like, fuck it. Let's make it some comedy. Shouldn't have gotten them then. Tacky looking. Hey, man, some tattoos are cool. If it ain't like the old school outdoor arena Caesars, that's garbage. Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to build some kind of a awning or with a canopy or something. Because if it rains, we're fucked. I watched WWF MPO. You look like a young man in that picture, but that was what it was before. My man Shane in here loves wrestling, loves it, like loves it too much for being an old man, but yeah, he loves it. Yeah, I loved it. I watched wrestling up until 90, maybe 91 tops, then I stopped. Like until I was like 14, and I was just getting too old for it. It only rains outside for England venues. Word. Marco, you're a gangster. Nah, I'm not a gangster. Boots is gonna fuck him up. Oh shit. Josue. Josue. What's Hanning G putting any bets on the tank? Oh, what's happening, G? Maybe you're trying to say? No, I don't bet, man. I never bet. Rich, did you also see the people going hard for Tio, even some of the mods? Nah. Okay. Yeah, I started chasing girls and going out and shit. I wasn't really. Was you watching around the time when Owen Hart? Nah, I didn't. No, I didn't. But Shane, if he's going to talk here, I don't know if he's busy, but he was into it. Yeah, it was a lot of D riding. Folks get starstruck. Yeah, I should chop that interview up, right? Do like a Tio respond. Tio talks about the Keyshawn incident. Tio talks about the racism. Tio talks about, um, maybe chop it up. That might be a good idea. I just didn't do that yet. Yeah, wrestling fans usually booger eaters and a bunch of affliction shorts. Damn. Respectfully. You can't be like, yo, fuck your moms 3 times on a Sunday. Respectfully. That's like the new thing. That's going to turn into a diss. You know how words evolve? Like, son went from being like, yo, shut up, son. Like, what? Son was like, that was like calling somebody a bitch. Like, you're my son. It went from that to being like, yo, what up, son? Like, normal. I bet you respectfully is going to go from being respectfully to meaning disrespectfully. It's going to be like, I'm going to fuck you up respectfully. I'm going to fuck, It's going to get to that, I'm telling you. They paid who to do what? Appreciate you, Femi. Femi Daramola. Femi Daramola. What's up? Appreciate it. Thank you. About to release another one. And another one. Tio. Who paid? Who paid to have Tio do what? What you mean? Is there any more interviews with boxers? Not today. I was offended, definitely, and messaged you personally on my thoughts. Oh, yeah, you did. And tough position for you. You can't control folks on your live, but I get it. They're telling their side. Gnarly. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you be offended? The dude was machine gunning the N-word. Like literally was like, took a fucking Uzi, like Scarface, like, hey, say hello to my little friend. And then it was like, no, like, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Didn't he say on the boxing? Didn't he say what? You mentioned my surname well. Please keep posting more videos. Appreciate you. You must not be American, right? Let me guess. German, British, something like that. I wasn't offended at all. Okay. Who would you like to have on your YouTube channel for? I don't know, man. All of them. Shakur would be nice. What's up, Robert? N-word is N-word Uzi is it's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Right? His dad, who's the crazy one, was trying to be respectful. Like he said, and I said that, the N-word, and he goes, "Nah, Pops, just say mm." I was like, all right. I don't know the rules. Are Hondurans allowed to say that? Back in the day they were, but the rules today, I don't know. Shit's changed. Appreciate you, Jay Hizzy. Dude, I am Nigerian. I knew you weren't American. What's your take on Tank and Roach? I picked Tank. Yeah, Tank, knockout. Brutal, one punch. Probably one punch. It'll either just be one punch alone, or like with Frank, it'll be one punch that'll zombify him and freeze him midair, like Iceman hit him, and then the second punch will fuck it. He might even hit him on the bounce. The one punch he'll fall, bounce up, and Tank will hit him on the bounce back down. Don't you dare say that word. Me? I ain't saying no fucker. Are you crazy? I'm not trying to get canceled. You should try to get Canelo or Tank. I mean, I should get Trump while I'm at it. Like, that's not that easy. No pass for me. Dude is a clown. Glad his pops got touched up for that. I don't usually watch Marco's videos. Just join his lives. Well, that's rude. That's rude. That's a rude thing to say. Perhaps not at all time, but I have the opportunity. Most likely, I'm checking non-black folks for talking crazy about black folks. Benavidez versus Beterbiev. That fight, Anthony Yard. What? Huh? Benavidez versus Beterbiev that fought Anthony Yard? I'm confused. All these hands and feet gave T.O. Sr. a heart attack. It might have been a panic attack. I didn't want to say anything, but it might have been a panic attack. Where they make white people didn't grow up tolerating that kind of talk. Word. What up, 9 fingers? What'd the 5 fingers say to the face? What's your take on Crawford Canelo? Canelo is too big, and Crawford is excels in every aspect of boxing except, I believe, his defense. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not excellent. From the word excels, it's not excellent, and I think he's going to have a very hard time trying to catch Canelo's punches like he does. Mark, are you from the hood? Yes. Hell's Kitchen, 80s and 90s. 80s, 90s Hell's Kitchen was literally as rough as it gets anywhere in New York City. Ask anybody. Ask them. Why do you think I started boxing? Because I grew up on Park Avenue? You think I started boxing because I had a big loft in Soho and maids? Crawford versus Ortiz. I got to go with Crawford, but Ortiz is making more and more of a argument for himself. No, I don't. I think Errol's done. I've been saying that. Like, he made his money. I mean, he probably would have liked to have left on a better note, but fuck it. One loss after dominating for whatever 10 years he's still a great fighter. Versus Beterbiev on that level when I don't know. Gotta go for the juice head. Would you support Nah. I've taught my son Leo how to throw punches, and he could even spar a little. I would even let him have one amateur match if he wants. A couple maybe tops, but nah. He's not going to be in the gym sparring every day. That's not fucking happening. Canelo just looks like his mom. That's a very random thing to say, CJ. You have Tourette's? Canelo likes flapjacks. All right. Tank and Roach will be a war. All right, you get the first sound effect for the day.
Get the fuck out of here! You must be out of your goddamn mind!
Ooh. Well, maybe I should retract that. A war just means two guys are throwing. But if Roach tries to step in the phone booth, he's going to find out that Superman's already in that phone booth. You know what I mean? Tank will dominate the phone booth like he's Ma Bell. Not a good idea. Shit. Roach better abandon the phone booth like he just got a cell phone. I think I did know that, but then the twin is dark hair, though. They're not identical. They're fraternal, right? Marco, your pro debut, man. I swear you look like Tito Mercado. Tito Mercado. Let's look him up. Let's see. You mean Ernesto Mercado? I don't look like this fucking guy. All right. So this is who he says I look like. I look like that? Word? That's what I look like? Okay. I wish I had 94. Look at that. 94% KO ratio. Holy shit. Wow. That's no joke. When did he retire? Oh, he's still active. Jesus. Well, thank you then. I don't look like his ass. Wow. Why is he not being brought up? 16 fucking knockouts. He hasn't really fought anybody. So I don't know much about this Tito Mercado guy. Do you guys think he has the goods to go for a real run in boxing? You'll sleep, Canelo? You probably will. You just body slam his ass. Superman's a big boy. Where under y'all feet? What? Tito is going to be a beast. It sure looks like it. See, I heard of him, but I didn't know all that. BP, my Bulgarian brother. What's up? Kvopraish. That's his Mercados. I don't blame him. 94% knockout ratio? Holy fuck. I'm going to have to watch his fights. Shit. Who do I think will win the fight between Fury and Anthony Joshua? They're not going to fight. I don't think they're going to fight. And I think Fury beats him. Still. Even though, because Joshua's shot. Fury, let's not front. Fury barely lost 2 fights to Usyk. Some people thought he might have won them. Barely lost. So he's not like he's damaged. A sam bolen. За около 3 дни съм болен, имам някакъв cold, не знам как cold се казва по български. И много съм изморен, обаче съм добре. Sorry guys, I had to spit some Bulgarian. Turkey is gonna meet Fury. Turkey is gonna meet Fury's number. That fight def happening. Okay. I don't think Fury's going to stay out either. His retirement pump fakes are obviously, I think he'll come back. But I see no beef either. We don't have to use violence. But the idea of check that behavior brings solidarity. Yeah, well, Usyk washed Fury twice. Wait, what? Not even close? Fucking first fight was a split decision. What are you talking about? Who's the best heavyweight currently to you now? Usyk. I mean, there's no argument. Nastinka. Nastinka? That's how you say cold? Nastinka. I never. That's so weird. Usually I'll hear a Bulgarian word and I'll remember like, oh yeah, but I've never heard that word. Nastinka. Nastinka. Cold is bolen, but nastinka is actually cold. Yeah, cold. Bolen means sick. When Tank retires, I'm gonna celebrate. Well, you might be celebrating within a year. Usyk 8-4 Fury twice. Okay. That's a funny fucking. Why you got the why you why you got the scrambled bukkake picture of Connor? That's fucked up. Those fights were razor close. That's what I'm saying. Don't get me started. Fury sucks. Oh shit. Get started. That's what you're in here for, right? Connor Ben spazzed out in that. That dude had the man gravy dripping on his face. That shit looked terrible. That looked so wrong. So wrong. Ugh. So you're the type that think the judges always get it right? Nah, not me. But in that case, yes. If Drake and Kendrick had a boxing match, who would win?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Yeah, man, that's what it is. Scrambled bukkake. You think Tank getting him out quick, or he takes his time as usual? Yeah, I think between 5 and 8 sounds about right. Tank also, I think he's smart. He knows a quick knockout will just kind of leave fans like, okay, I think he might take his time strategically too. We've never seen him go out and start winging like a psycho. Like Mike, the first 30 seconds of Tyson's punch out, how Mike comes out, or how Mike came out in his real fights. We don't see Tank doing that, which is smart. That's how you walk into something. Legacy, what up? The Eubank versus Ben fight going to be excellent. I think it's going to be one-sided ass whooping, but what of Tank and Inoue? Inoue's too small. Weight too small, I don't think. And if they make that fight happen, it's going to be a huge mismatch. Inoue's 122. Maybe even not that, because he's 30-something years old and just got to 122. Tank's 135. Now, I know you think, okay, 13 pounds. But 13 pounds on guys who are like 5'4", 5'5", that's a lot. That's a lot. 13 pounds for somebody my size isn't the biggest deal, but it starts. I tell you guys, anything starting at around 15 to 20 pounds is when you start feeling a weight difference when you're in the ring. I never felt a 5-pound. I never even felt 10 pounds. Sometimes not even 15 pounds. But around 15 to 20, that's when I'm like, okay, this person, he feels stronger. He feels bigger. It's harder to move them. Their punches just feel heavier. Word. Listen to Josue. Inoue sells out the Tokyo Dome. He doesn't need Tank. That's true. But maybe he's looking for legacy. He beats Tank. Let me ask you guys this. Inoue beats Tank. Does that put him? That puts him in the same level as if Bud beats Canelo. All-time great talks. Top 10 all-time great talks. Man, I got to say no one beats Benavidez. That's what I'm saying, Angel. Marco, salute. You got Ben? Nah, Eubank. I got Eubank. He's too big. Ben's so much smaller. It's a goofy matchup. They're just like cha-chinging on their father's beef back in the day. And England's not like America. Here we forget everything. They love all their stars. Old, young, doesn't matter. I hate the rehydration clause for Eubank. He ruined himself as a natural 160 by campaigning at 160 for 2 years. Yeah, well, Tank called Roach a front runner. What's that mean? Like, why? I know what it means, but I'm saying, like, why? I agree. The bigger man usually can crack harder. Usually. I've been in there with dudes bigger than me, and I hit harder. Facts, as you guys would say. Facts. Steph, to each their own. I grew up fighting in and out of jail since I was a teenager. Damn. I gave my life to Jesus and learned how to turn my cheek. So, you see that? So he's avoiding the conflict out of necessity, because if he gets into more conflict, it goes sideways for him. So he's trying to just keep his life peaceful, because the truth is, you're not going to change people. You know what I mean? You can't. All the outrage in the world. Like somebody was telling me, you better tell Kid Austin how dare he lie and call. I'm like, if he's lying, you think me calling him out is going to make him be like, oh, yeah, okay, sorry, I was lying. Like, it's not going to do anything. You got to learn how to, you know, not engage and not try and change people and deal with why it upsets you. If something upsets you, the way I deal with shit, and look, I've never been dealt with. I've never had racism. Well, not. I've actually had racism towards me, but not as I'm obviously not black, so I can't talk about what it's like to have racism and all that. That's a whole different level. But in general, if something upsets me, I try and figure out, fuck the person who's upsetting me. Why is what they're saying? Like, why do I give a fuck? And it always goes back to something else. It's like, oh, when I was a kid, something happened, and oh, you know, it's never usually the person, that person. It's like, because why? Really, you shouldn't give a fuck about idiots. If somebody's gonna say stupid shit, you really shouldn't give a fuck. But we're also human, and everybody has a day where they just can't take no mo. Is that a real fight? That's not happening, is it? He's not my number one, but he's up there. Good day, mate. Erospience. Yeah. No, that's good. I get you. You got to preserve yourself. You know if you go into that red zone, it's going to be bad. I feel you. I'm kind of that way too. I learned at a young age not to give a fuck about a lot of shit, because you grow up in the city, people, I mean, there's so much that could, you know. Rayo Venezuela versus Gary Antoine Russell fight at 140 on Saturday. I feel like I've seen so little of Russell. I'm going to go with Rayo. I'm not a big fan on Benavidez, but as you know, almost every panel looks at me sideways. Okay. Yo, Marco, did you see Achenbrock do the weigh-ins with RJ? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You're right, Alberto. Everything you just said is true. It stung. I was thinking, like, God damn it. Like, and not to be a hater, because I've interviewed those guys. They're nice guys. They're cool. But I think I'm so much better than them. Like, so much better than them. They're just kind of, I don't know. I feel like I give more. I really do. But I guess the network executives don't think that, and that's all that matters. People need to step down off the soapbox once in a while. They are more than just naysayers. They want him to fail. Yeah, Tito Mercado's dope. That's what I'm saying. They're dry, both of them. Yeah, definitely. And I know more than, I'm not saying I know a lot more than them, but if I got a job like that, then I would have to sharpen my middle class and lower class boxing knowledge up, because like, I've heard of Tito Mercado. I had no idea he had that kind of a record. Now, well, I'm not going to forget it, but nah, you wouldn't know most of the upcoming. Well, that's what I'm saying. I would learn if I had a job. But you kidding me? I could learn that shit literally overnight. I could literally learn that overnight. Hell yeah, Tito Mercado, Diego Pacheco, future. I know Pacheco. Mercado, though, I've heard of, but I didn't know what he looked like, and I definitely didn't know he was in the 90s in knockout rate. But again, he's only 15 fights or 14 fights, so I feel like when you're past 20 fights and you have a 90s plus knockout ratio, then you're no joke. Time to study hit by. Yeah, well, if I got a job, hell yeah. You're welcome, Marco. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Tito Mercado from Pomona. Yeah, we heard you. We heard you, Rosa. We heard you. I assume you're from Pomona as well. I assume you're from Pomona as well. Big shout to Pomona. Isn't Sugar Shane Mosley from Pomona? Or no? Bro, might be a girl. It says Rosa. Oh wait, I believe Rosa's been in here. Is that the one where I'm like, are you a girl? Like, no, that's my daughter's account or something. Argo, so you doing a live tomorrow here? I don't know. I don't know if TBV's gonna be able to patch me in because when they do in studio shit, so I might have to do my own. I just don't like doing my own because it's like draining as fuck. So I just, you know what I mean? I like having other people. Oh, hi, Rosa. I used to spar Tito Mercado's cousin, Israel Mercado. He's also a beast since seeing Tito spar a couple times in person in Chino. Chino? Where's Chino? Nah, the daughter's account person is Rocio, not Rosa. Oh, you remember? Okay. Wait, Ness said that they're doing a live party at Hardin for the suckers that pay to go to the Border Wars. I see and understand. Chino Hills in the same hills in LA. Okay. You think Shakur should just go to 140? I mean, whatever weight like he's comfortable at, right? Seems like he's good at 35 for now, but maybe not. Usyk has to stay away from Dubois body shots. Do you think they're gonna have a rematch? I think Parker's gonna fight Usyk. Chino, California. You need your Duncan right now, player. I'm telling you guys, I'm sick. It's like day 3 of this shit, or day 4 actually. Kicked in, was it Monday? Tuesday, really? Yeah, it's like day 4. No, day 3. This is day 3. I'm day 3 of this shit. I feel like crap. Talking like they got a gun to the. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm probably gonna end the show soon anyway. I asked that because 135 is so damn dry. It wasn't about a year ago, right? Year and a half ago with the 4 horsemen, all that shit. And now, dudes just jumped from 35 to 47. Tio told me he's still catch weighting now, so doesn't want to do fully 47, but it seems like he can't really make 40, or he'd prefer not to, kind of shit. So that's the way it is. We and me. That's what Esteban says. I only saw the highlights. That's what Marco said. Okay. That's what Troy said. Chilaquiles. That's what Tone says. I'm the real historian. That's what Lowe says. Get out of here. You see Tio stopping Barbosa? Yeah. I think Tio knocks Barbosa out. Yeah. Barbosa could box, though. Barbosa does have the ability to get on his bike and stay away. Ya feel me? Fuck, I'm tired. Man, how many colds am I going to get this season? Like, what the fuck? 80. You bought it? Or are you just saying, why'd you put 80? E-Rock, you bought it? Damn. See? E-Rock bought it. But E-Rock's big pimping. He's getting that Arab money. Am I allowed to say that anymore? That was funny like in 2010. Maybe not now. I'm hungry. That's what Bomac. Oh, man. Leave Bomac alone. No pneumonia, thank God. No fevers. It's just a cold. It's just giving me stuffiness here, headache, and making me feel mad, like tired. You get your insides checked. I mean, from what I hear, Alberto, you be getting your insides checked a lot.
Fruity.
Like constant checking of those insides.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Just saying. Just saying. Hey, man, I don't mean to blow up your spot, but, you know, How you live is how you live. It's all good. No judgment here. What's up, Marco? Get well. Thanks, man. I didn't mean to, but you know, it's an open book here. Nobody judges you. You know what that makes somebody think of right away, right? I've checked quite a few insides myself. Anyway, what else we got? We'll go a few more. Geo to God. Yo, Marco, I seen your skills. You can hit the bag pretty good. Damn, Geo, you don't even know me, do you? I was an amateur and pro. Both. Come on, you could tell. See? You could tell by seeing me punch that I'd been in the ring. Because you said you were a fighter too. You could tell. Drop the link. Nah, man. Low, I'm about to get out of here. I'm fucking still battling this cold. I feel tired as shit. You won't spar me. I'll spar you in my backyard. To be fair, we are going to get our okay. What's up, Thomas? Nah, I do call-ins, just not right now. It does drop viewership. Why? See, now, Iraq, you're starting with him. So now you deserve whatever shit comes back at you. I'm just saying. Yeah, of course I paid for the fight. Great interview yesterday with Tio. That shit was fire. Appreciate you. Marco, you ever got... Yes, I did. Damn, you were pro? That's crazy. I got my ass whipped by Tony Harrison. It was on Fight Hype, but they didn't post the full footage of him whooping me for real. I was 16. Damn. Well, he shouldn't be whooping you if you're 16 and unexperienced. He should be working with you. Trappo, what up? Marco, you a cute white boy. What?
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
I'm going to be all... Oh, boy. This is getting out of control. This is getting out of control. You guys are gross. Hell yeah, you cooking. Nah, man, these guys are gross. In the future, do you think you can get Bam? I can try. All I could do is reach out, but you know how these guys are. I've always explained this to you guys, like, not to be arrogant, but like probably most of the boxing community knows who I am. At least at bare minimum from seeing my videos pop up. Like, oh, that's the bald white guy who does the, the breakdowns or whatever. So Bam probably knows who I am at bare minimum, but when I message him, since he doesn't follow me back, the message doesn't get to him. It goes into some request folder or whatever, so he doesn't see it. So the only guys that I get are either if they already follow me, or if they're dudes who, and there's a lot of dudes who do that, happen to check their request folders. Or if it's a hookup, like we know, somebody reaches out, yo, this guy, wants to do an interview. Oh, I know him. Yeah, cool. Hook it up. Like that. Yeah, it's a lot of YMCA moments. Yeah, Alberto is fruitier than gorilla shit. Marco, how about street fights? A lot. Up until when I started boxing, up until like 13, 14, it was a lot. In school, too, a lot. I would just like, yeah. I didn't play that like talking shit. Marco, what's good? Johnny? Bro, I don't know why Instagram does that request shit. Because it's trying to like, I get it. Because you guys with millions of followers, like they can't just be opening up and their folders just flooded. They won't even use the shit. It's overwhelming. I think they say that's the Mickey Mouse sounding guy that talks fast. How about fuck it. I'll let you get away with that one. Damn, Tony Harrison out here beating up kids. I know, what the fuck? Sander might pull it off. What, Tony? He beat up one of the dudes in the chat who was 15 at the time. I need a Tio interview. Cuz, man, I got Tio's pop's number in my phone. Johnny, come on now. Johnny. 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 Come on. Fucking Johnny. Fucking Johnny. Did you win most of them? Yeah. As a matter of fact, I never got fucked up. I got sucker punched one time, and then I like covered up because I thought I was gonna get jumped. So, but I never a fair fight that like I knew about. I never lost in the street. In the ring, I've been fucked up before, of course. Damn, you all had street fights. From Power. I don't know what Power is. Bam supposedly has a little unification title coming up in the spring. It's worth a shot to try. Okay. Y'all sleeping on Lamont? Matter of fact, I probably did try. I'm gonna look right now. I bet you I already tried. Bam. Let's see. Bam. And sometimes it does this shit where you send it. Yeah, look. Okay, let me show you. Look at this. All right. This is what it does. So, you see right there? Why does this never fucking focus? Very annoying. Bam Rodriguez. So I sent him something, damn, 2 years ago. Hey, man, I'd like to do an interview. And then it says this. Invite sent. Fucking focus. Oh, that's annoying. Invite sent. You can send, I'll just read it to you. You can't send any more messages until your invite is accepted. So that's what happens. So now I can't even message him again. I can't even remind him. I sent one 2 years ago. He didn't see it because back then I wasn't nearly as popular as I am now. So it's less likely that and now it won't let you send another one until he accepts the first one. So so I'm answering all you guys right now. That's why I can't hook up with a lot of fighters. Wow, hook up sounded. Let me hit myself with it.
Tutti frutti.
But that's why I can't connect with a lot of fighters because it does that shit. Then it stops me from being able to send any more until they accept the first one. So there you go. There you have it. You should try to upcoming guys. Yeah, I guess. Lamont goes the distance. It's a cherry pick gone wrong. No. It's only a cherry pick gone wrong if Tank loses. Or if he almost, like, if he loses or looks extremely vulnerable, then it's gone wrong. But, you know what I mean? Yeah, 1 second, guys. Talk among. My bad. Okay, what is this shit, Alberto? What is this fucking shit? Let's see. Who the fuck is that? Oh, Bam punching? Okay, Alberto just sent me a thing of Bam punching. Not interested. What's good, Mo? I thought Canelo was bad until Tank came into the picture. Huh? Wasn't Mo in here already? Am I bugging out? Yeah, Mo's been in here. What did Rob say to you? Salute. Hang out spot. My bad, Brody. Didn't mean. Okay. Sleazy T. That sounds like a down south rapper that was in that movie Hustle and Flow. No, not Hustle and Flow. What was the movie where, what's his face? It's hard out here for a pimp. Was that Hustle and Flow? With what the fuck's his name? The light skinned dude played a pimp. Anyway, Sleazy T sounds like a dude who would be rapping with him, like in his group. It's not a cherry pick at all. Y'all clowns only care about fighter based on their popularity and their skill level experience. Lamont is a world champion. Yeah, Mr. Sleazy T, but he's one weight division below Tank, and he has zero. And his power punching is like it looks bad. Roach is a good fighter, but for Tank, he's not a good fighter. For somebody else who's in his division, who isn't one of the most devastating power punchers we've seen in this generation, maybe. You get what I'm saying? It's not all or nothing. Roach isn't garbage. Just for Tank, it's a bad matchup. And it is a cherry pick in terms of like he's going for cherry pick is disrespectful. So I think that's where people get tripped up because we use a lot of disrespectful words in boxing. It's a less risky fight. Simple. High reward, low risk. That's what he's going for. Nah, he's not trash. Come on. You should try to upcoming guys. You already said that, didn't you? Yes, that was Hustle and Flow. Terrence Howard, thank you. No one wants to see another dude from 140. Exactly. Lamont as much as a world champion as Rolly. Oh, shit. Is that true? Nah, Rolly won the belt from the worst stoppage I've ever seen in my life against Barroso. Did Lamont win the belt that way? I doubt it. I'm going to remember Sleazy T's comment when Tank. I know. What's up, Rodriguez? I like the picture change. Salute to you too, my man. What happened? We had 60 in here, down to 44. Down to 44. Better than no. Anyway. What else we got, people? Before we wrap this bitch up. Wrap it up. Do you feel that going the distance with Lamont Roach? No. It might, because boxing fans are very, what have you done for me lately? But no. One fight, because he's going the distance, 2 or 3 times already. If he goes distance again, he's still a 89% knockout. You know what I mean? He's still in the high 80s. Maybe, I think it would drop him out of the 90s, but, well, let's see. If he goes, what is he? He'd be 32, 29. Oh, wait, he would be 28 knockouts divided by 32. That'd be 86% knockout ratio. That's still tremendous. I think we use disrespectful language in boxing as a way for pressure fighters giving fights that we want to see. I mean, Cap. You don't watch his fights. You only look at his 10 KOs on BoxRec. I have watched his fights. He literally dropped and hurt every opponent he's fought. He's the same size or bigger. No, I have watched his fight. That's incorrect. I have. And I think he's a good fighter, but he can't. Hey, Leo. But he can't fuck with. Ask mommy. I don't know. I'm doing a live. Who will Tank call out? I think Keyshawn or maybe even Schofield. I don't know why I think that. If you go to the fight, you ask Robert or Peter for an interview, might get banned. Okay. Well, I know Robert personally. Big shout to my man. Jackson for the 5. Extra. Wife for Tank Davis. Oh, nice. I'm not sure if I'll be there. I've been disapproved for tickets or for press passes, so I'm still waiting on somebody who might get me tickets, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. Brody, how do you do peer pressure a professional boxer? LML, you might as well say fans bullying. Link Marco when you get there. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be there though, but it sucks because I was actually, as soon as this fight got announced, I was amped. I'm like, yo, it's gonna be dope. I love going back in it's my city. You know what I mean? I love connecting with like people who like fans. I hate saying fans because I sound like a fucking douche, and also just boxing, like the pundits, the community. It's dope. So I'm kind of upset that they didn't approve me, but what are you gonna do? Nobody can fuck with Tank, even the ones y'all claim he should fight. Y'all always gonna have something to say. Are you saying you agree with that? Are you saying that's just what people think? Tank will blow everyone's mind and calling you way out. Nah. That's low risk, high reward. but kind of not, because you make a punch. And if Tank loses to a smaller guy, amped. I was amped. What you think? What, they don't use that anymore? Well, fuck it. Let's bring it back. Javante Davis is a cherry picker coward. Damn. Negative. Don't be so damn negative, sucker. Tank calling out Russell if Russell beats Ryo. I like that. That might happen. That might happen. That's low risk, high reward. It's not high reward, though. Tank's looking for high reward, I feel like. Actually, not even. Roach is not a high reward. Roach is just a low risk. Because Tank's at the point where whoever he fights, he's going to stack those papes, right? He stacks the papes no matter who he fights, kind of like Canelo stacks the papes no matter who he fights. So all they need to do is mitigate the risk. So they got to go in there with dudes who are less risky, which are usually smaller, less powerful punchers, or less experienced. Russell is another Maryland fighter, sellout Capital One. Is he Maryland? Oh, yeah. Tank calling out Bam and bringing him up to 2,000 weight classes. Maybe. Maybe. Did you shut the door, Leo? Sorry. Had to get my boy to shut the door. We need privacy out this bitch. You feel me? What else we got, people? T.O. versus Barbosa official. Yeah. Wow, I just talked to him yesterday. He couldn't tell me. I guess he couldn't. He had to wait till it's official. End the live. Pops, come back later tonight at 100. Damn. Tank is giving somebody he grew up with an opportunity to make millions, who's also, you're right, works with that position. Nah, you're right. I agree with that. That he is doing that, and that's cool. But you have to understand something. When he has not challenged himself with the highest level of competition yet in his career, that's going to be looked at a certain way. I think, and you have to understand something. I don't know if you're a Tank fan or a Roach fan. I don't know. You're going all over the place with me here. I can't tell what's your angle, but I think Tank is the greatest fighter at 135 and 40. I think he beats all of them. Make that clear. He beats all of them. But that still doesn't erase the fact that he's not fighting the top guys. And so when he doesn't fight the top guys, even though I believe he'll beat the top guys, when I think he's beating the top guys, if he doesn't fight them, no, I'm doing something. Shut the door. Sorry, son wants me to. Anyway, you can't ignore the fact that he's not beating the top guys. He's not fighting the top guys, and you can't. So when he fights somebody who is a way lower perceived threat, it's going to be criticized. That's just normal. Boxing has criticisms, right? Floyd at one point was like, "Oh, he ducked Margarito." I'm like, really? He just fought everybody and their mother. Now there's over criticisms, right? That exists. This is not one of them. This is not an over criticism for Tank. This is an actual real criticism. The dude hasn't fought the top guys yet. I think he knocks them all out, by the way. But you got to show us. So if you don't fight the top people and you get a criticism for fighting somebody who is lesser in any way, you can't act like that's crazy. That's human nature. Excuse me, human nature. Tio says he wants to fight a black fighter, and now he's fighting Barbosa. Oh, whatever. Why didn't you take that fight with the 59-year-old? I can't fight amateur, by the way, even if I wanted to, because I fought pro. I legally can't do it. Even if he fights Shakur, Keyshawn, or any of them guys, Tank will be helping them. No, that's not true. Well, it's true and it's not true. It's true if he doesn't give a shit about legacy, which is what he says, then it's true. But he helps himself if he cares about legacy. So you're right. If he truly doesn't care about legacy, fine. But if he does, then he is helping himself fighting the best. So goes either way. Tank is love. Tank is life. Tank cannot fail as a boxer. We can only fail as him as fans. I assume you're being sarcastic. Real boxing fans, we want high-level fights. Take the sentimental shit to ballerina. Imagine NBA fans happy that the best don't play the best. Yeah, right. And saying, nah, they're disrespecting me. The Lakers are disrespecting me. I'm not going to play them. It's ridiculous. But that's how boxing's set up. That's how boxing is set up. But it is. It's you know, he says he doesn't care about legacy. Okay, but he's also hinting at the fact that his biggest fear is to be embarrassed and to lose, and that he wants to retire with his marbles. So that just goes to common sense that he's avoiding the tougher fights so he doesn't get his biggest fears met. Losing, getting hurt. I mean, you got to read between the lines. Like, he's avoiding it because he wants to keep his O. He doesn't want to lose. He doesn't, and I agree. I believe he doesn't care anymore. That's true, and that's his prerogative. I don't think he's scared, and I think he beats them all. But saying that he's not fighting them, you know, he's not. He's not. He's going easier routes. Whatever the reason might be, he's going easier routes. Unless he surprises us all after this fight and announces a hard route. All Tank needs to do is fight one or two gigantors in his division, and we'll fucking crown him the greatest of this generation. He knocks out Shakur, knocks out whatever, Keyshawn or Devin or Teo or one of those guys. That's all he needs to do. Tank jumped in a weight class 130, 140 and knocked out. Yeah, exactly. But he still has not fought the juggernauts of his division or the divisions close to him even. Boxing fans not going to care about Tank, feed his family. Tank will care about. You kidding me? Feed his family? That motherfucker is set for life already. It's not about feeding your family anymore. Now it's about legacy. Or, yeah, he should get out. Come on. I don't know what Ness was doing. Some of your boxing fans need to switch boxing to ballet or women's softball. Where they fucking wind up and underhand pitch it. You're talking shit. Yeah, it's goofy. It's goofy. Again, if Tank had fought the top quality competition, I'd say that's great. Give your man an opportunity. Floyd did that as an exhibition after he fought everybody and their grandmother and their grandsisters. Floyd did that. One of those last fights he did. He fought that black dude. Nobody ever heard of him. I guess they were boys. He used to spar. That's cool when you're retired after you went through this fire, but not in the fucking peak of your prime when you have no mega fights under your belt. The closest mega fight Tank had was against Ryan, and that's only because Ryan was a YouTube sensation, not because he was a sensation for his skill yet. He was a sensation for his popularity. Why are you worried about feeding families? It's just something people say. You know, I don't understand why this sleazy, you can't see both sides. You have points, but you also have to acknowledge the other side, which is, yeah, he's just not fighting the top guys, and that shouldn't be okay. It shouldn't be okay. It's okay because it's his prerogative, and that's how boxing's set up. So legally, it's okay. Like in the NBA, you can't do that. You can't just, I'm not fighting them. Well, then you forfeit, you lose. Legally, it's okay, but technically, it's not okay. And, you know, that's that. Tank's overrated. I mean, he hasn't fought in any huge juggernauts, so if he fights him and loses, you might be fucking right. We don't know if he's overrated yet. We just can go by the eyeball test. And the high-level dude, I mean, he has beaten a bunch of high-level dudes. They're not at the level of, you know, what Haney was at before the Ryan fight, or what Shakur was at, or even what Teo was at. They're not at that level, but they were high level. Plenty of fighters with legacy are broke and can barely, but he's not. No, you're right about that, but we're talking about Tank. Don't deflect. You're right. I interview him all the time. But Tank is not broke, and he speaks fine. So all you have to, I'm with you. If you think it's okay for him to do what he's doing and go the easier route and preserve himself, cool. But you can't not acknowledge that he's not fought the top guys, because he hasn't. Neither is Shakur. I'm not saying Shakur hasn't tried. Shakur seems like he's trying. He's not the one saying, I don't want to, you know, but he has neither. Devin and Teo were the only ones who kind of did that. Okay. I would say that's more Canelo. And all right. This is fun, but I actually got to get out of here. I got to pick up my daughter. Tank is next. But here, I'm going to bounce. I got to pick up my daughter, but I will see you guys again tonight, 10 p.m. as usual. And hopefully I'll feel a little more energized, man. This cold comes. Like, I'm feeling a little more energy now, but it like hit me for a second. Comes and goes. But all right, man. Appreciate you guys. See you 10 p.m. tonight. Like, subscribe, do all that if you haven't already. Let's get this channel bumping like some subwoofers. Peace.